Hello, hello. I think we are live. Hi, everyone. I'm having super green matcha. Okay, I seem to be by myself right now. Um, okay. Welcome to Tea with Jase. I can see two people here already with me. Hi, everyone. I'm just going to wait a little bit to have a few more friends joining. If not, we're gonna start. And then they can always catch up with us. So welcome to Tea with Jays. I'm having cold tea today, matcha tea, and I've put some ice because we have, it's quite hot in the UK. It's been hot in the UK for a few, I think, 2 weeks now. We have an unusual, very very hot weather. Anyway, guys, that's not what we talk. What we're talking about today. I have a T-shirt here. Let's see if I can show that to you. My T-shirt says "Bisous de Paris, je t'aime." So we're going to talk about when life doesn't, turn the way you've planned. And I have a friend that I just spoke to who gave me a very beautiful saying. I just love her mind. And she was like, when we make plans, God laugh. I just loved it. I said, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. So, hello. Hey, friend. Hi, Tiffany. I'm just talking about you, actually. Hey, Tiffany. How are you doing? Uh, I love that saying that you just shared with me. When we make plans, God laugh. That is just amazing. Hey, Mary. Oh my God. I'm so happy to have you, friend. I don't know why I'm doing that. Wait, I need to put you on the screen. Um, I just wanted to use to. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Mary. Hi, Amy. Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Guys, today we're going to talk about, when our plans don't work. We spoke a little bit about it yesterday, but just like going back to initial plans, right? We can make a lot of plans. And for those of you just joining us now, Tiffany shared with me earlier, and I just loved that. When we make plans, God laugh. I just love this because it's true. You can plan as much as you want, but expect the unexpected. That's from Tiffany as well. I'm just copying what she was telling me earlier. And so if you've been with me for a while, oh my goodness, let me say hi to my friend first. Hi, Nicola. Hi, Mary. Sorry, I'm missing Nicola. I'm coming back to you, Mary. Hey, Nicola, I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you, friend, to be here. And Mary says, "Hi, just watching and doing a thumbnail." That's fine, darling. It's okay. Listen to it as a podcast. No problem. I'm happy to have you here. Having breakfast with hobby. Say hi to your hobby for me, Tiffany. Yeah, that's fine, guys. Just do as you usually do. And, you can just listen to me as a podcast and say hi time to time. That's fine. Glad I caught this. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Okay, you guys are saying hi to each other. Love that. Expect the unexpected. It's not from me, it's from Tiffany, who is in the live right now. She shared that with me earlier. And it is true. We had made so many big plans. Our house is all packed, we have boxes everywhere. I don't even know how to move in the house anymore, right? Because we were so ready to go. But so many things have changed, had changed. So we decided with my husband that, you know, yes, the plan was to move to the north in order to be here for another 2 years with our kids and also for financial reasons. But as you know, I mean, for those of you who were here last year, oh my God, last week, the plan didn't work out. The house that we were buying, the everything fell through. The people that were buying our house, we lost the money that we invested for the house that we were going to buy. Everything just went completely uh, out of our control. And I was saying last week that, I could be stressing about it, and but I've learned to let go. and to not like stress over the things that I cannot control. And I love that saying that says, when one door closes, there's something else that opens for you. And for those of you who have been with me on the channel for a while, before that plan to move up north, because we also had financial issues, our plan was by the time we turned 50, and I'm 52, yes, we were supposed to move back to France. But then we decided to wait a little bit longer because we have two young adult uh, girls daughters that we wanted to, stay with them a little bit longer until we feel that, as we saw, 2 years in England can help that. So anyway, at the end of the day, we finally decided to stay in our house, to not sell it anymore, because our financial are more, we came to a better financial situation. So we're now staying in England for the next 2 years, but we're staying in our house. And we're going back to the plan to go back to France. I definitely will go back to France. I always knew by the time I came in the UK that, and I've been here for 24 years on and in and out, because on and off, sorry, because I've been living in Dubai, Bahrain, Cameroon, other places as well. But the UK has always been our base. But I want to change that base. I always wanted to go back to France at some point because the medical, how do you, the France and medical, what's the name for that? When it comes to your health, the more you're getting older, the more, aches you have in your body. And in France, when it comes to medical, they're excellent. For me, it's the best place that are really, compared to the UK, they are proactive. French people will go and search for the root problem, not just put a band-aid, like, okay, you have that, yeah, take that, and and so I feel that if we want to live longer and healthier, if something happen, touch wood, we will be better taken care of in France than in the UK. So that has always been our decision. And also, living in France is a different pace of life in France. People like to spend time together, like to take their time. I'm talking, when I talk about France, I'm not talking about Paris, because Paris is something different for me. I was a Parisian before. It's hectic. It's like London, New York. People are always like running to go to work and doing something. But I'm talking more like living for me, I would love to be in the south of France. I would love to be in the south of France, towards Spain, because my dream is to be completely bilingual, maybe trilingual, because I already speaking in French and English, and then, speak fluently Spanish. So living in the south of France will give me that opportunity to be often in Spain, because it's just at the border. So that's the dream. So just to cut that long story short, we're going back to our initial plan. That was a 10-year plan where we're like, okay, when we turn 50, we'll move. And although things didn't work out for us, and we thought that was the end of the world, because the house we were buying was so beautiful, so nice. It was a brand new house. And unfortunately, yeah, it didn't work out, but maybe it was not for us. That was not our plan at the end of the day. It was certainly something that was for us, right? So, and it's important to stay flexible, and open to what is, because if you focus on what you wanted and stress about, trying, because once everything fell out and we had everything already packed, like, guys, I have like, we all have like one spoon, one fork, one of everything, one plate. I packed everything because I didn't want to have to always have so many dishes. And when it's the time to move, there's still a lot of things. So I've packed my wardrobe, everything. So now that we're staying, I'm gonna have to unpack everything. We had a discussion with my kids and everything. Like, yeah, we had disappointed that we can't go in that new house, and we had already so many plans, to visit the north and do a lot of things over there. But now we're here. That's the situation. We're here. What can we do? How can we make it, you know, out the best 2 years that we have to spend in this house again, right? So we decided to completely remodel, not remodel in the sense like spend thousands of money, repent, but remake the house enjoyable, but not bring all the stuff back inside the house. We still need to be in that mindset that in 2 years we're gonna go, we're gonna be moving out of here, but we need to live minimally. So I will just bring back the bare minimum, but not bring back everything. And we want to be conscient between during these 2 years that we need to continue decluttering the house. And at the end, it works better for us because there's 2 years that we can really take our time to declutter, to really keep what's important, start looking for houses in France, start scouting places we want to be in France, and just, stay here with our friend because we've been here for so long. There's a lot of friends that we said goodbye to already because we were gone, you know, and now we're staying. So guys, we have been talking for a while. Let me just check your messages here. Amy says something. Amy says, what is the name of the city you mentioned to me that is near the Spanish border you like? Tarbes? There's several of them. My uh, mother-in-law was living in Tarbes. Tarbes is really like at the south of France, where Spain is like in an hour, not even from Tarbes. So that's a place that I would love to go as well, because there's my husband already have like a brother that lives there. He grew up there anyway because his family home was in Tarbes, but he prefers around Paris because there's a Charles de Gaulle, which is the main airport. Hey, Chef Blondie. Hey, Nicole. Hi, friends. Uh, yeah, let me just quickly put your messages on the screen, guys. Did the possibility of moving get your family to get rid of their stuff? 100% yes. That was because we were about to move. We did get rid of a lot of things, but we can do better. And it's what I've told my family is important to not now get comfortable. Okay, we're here for the next 2 years. Let's get comfortable and can't start buying again a lot of things to fill up the house for and replace whatever we already got rid of. We need to still be in that place where we need to continue decluttering the house. And so yes, definitely, because it's very easy, sorry, to not start buying stuff, etc. We're not going to do that. And so we all agree that after 2 years, our kids will be big enough anyway. They're big enough, the young adult. They will be moving certainly to their own home. And my youngest want to move to France as well with us. So, yeah. So let me see. Hey, Chef Blondie. Hey, Jazz. Happy Sunday, everyone. Peace and love. Peace and love. Uh, Sorry for typo. No problem. No problem. Hey, friend. Good morning, Jack. Good morning, everyone. So Nicola says, it's nice listening to your story, Jazz. Everything happened for a reason. The right time will make all fall into place. 100%, Nicola. And that's the big, big lesson we learn from this. And again, I'm sorry to come back all the time about that silent retreat, but the more, I think about it, it really helped me to be in a better mind frame and to not focus on what I wanted, because we can be stuck, right? Stay stuck in, yeah, but I wanted this. Let's try to force things and to make it happen because that's what we were supposed to do. And now it's not happening anymore. And crying about the money lost and all of that, right? The fact that I was able to step back, to accept that that's the situation. There's absolutely nothing that we could have done to change the situation. We done everything that we needed to do, but everything still fell, off and, back to square one. But at the end of the day, guys, that period where we were supposed to be moving helped us a lot. There was a reason why we were in that situation because we were in financial trouble as well during that period, right? So we needed to sell. There was a lot of reason why we needed to go. And the fact that we took that decision to, we were doing all of that, gave us bought us some time for my husband to be able to find a job. And because we dealt with unemployment for a while, and everything, all that period where we saw that we have lost so much time trying to buy the house, and everything fell off plan, it didn't, because that time was there to prepare us for what's happening right now. you know Now, because we are in a better financial decision situation, we managed to talk to the our mortgage lender, and now we're able to stay in our family home anyway. Okay. And it's not a bad thing. And so at the end of the day, we're going back to our original plan, which was to go back to France. So everything actually at the end fall back to the original plan and what was supposed to be our plan, right? And although, again, some of you just came back, right? And again, I'm putting that back on here because, yes, we're making plans, right? And as Tiffany was saying, when we make plans, God laugh. Well, I can make plans now, right? But you have to be prepared that you can plan as much as you want. Right now, I'm planning to go to France in 2 years. You don't know what's going to happen in 2 years, right? That's my plan today. That's what I'm working toward. But in 2 years' time, something unexpected can happen. So we just have to always be open to um, be flexible about whatever's happening in life. It doesn't mean we don't plan, but to know that plan can change, and pivoting, it's okay. Because often, because it can feel like we felt like failures. We tried this and that and it didn't work. But all of these are here to teach us something. And I'm very grateful that all of us, actually, with my family, we agreed that the plan didn't work, but let's go back to the first plan, to move back to France, because that's where I feel that I need to be now. As I feel like my time in the UK has expired. I've done everything that I needed to do here. And because I want to be more in Africa, it's easy from France anyway. It's a direct flight than in the UK. So, and also the more we're growing, we don't have like family in the UK. We don't have a lot of family in the UK. And the core of our family is in France. And being here means that I don't see my nephew growing up, or my husband's nephew, etc. And being back to France will help us to be more involved in the family life. We never there during the Christmas. Usually our families do like Christmas or New Year meals and parties. We never there because we live in the UK. And moving back there, I think it would be a um, good for us to be able to be more involved and be more into our family lives as well. So everything really works perfectly fine. Let me go here. Okay, Nicole say, Nicola, I love your name because you have about a similar name. Okay. Uh, so let me check if you have something. Yes. Hey, we have Chef Zed's Kitchen. Hello. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, that's a little bit what I wanted to share with you about our plan to go back to France. So I decided to wear that t-shirt for you. Bisous de Paris, je t'aime. Bisous de Paris, you know what I mean, right? A kiss from Paris, and je t'aime, I guess. I don't think I have to tell you now. It's I love you. So I also wanted to ask you, have you had to pivot back to an old dream? I know, Nicole, I've watched your video where your sabbatical plan, like me, fell off, and you actually have to now accept that. Well, the plan is on pause, but you still need to continue. Uh, when you plan, like my sabbatical is on pause, right? I'm not going on sabbatical right now, but it doesn't mean that I gave up on that dream, right? And it doesn't mean that I failed that plan. I'm still in the preparation in that plan. I'm just taking my time to prepare and maybe like being more fitter, etc. So it was not the right moment anyway for me to go on that sabbatical. And so I want to ask you that question. Have you had to pivot back to an old plan? And how did it work for you? What decision did you take? And sorry, I'm just trying to read at the same time. Okay, okay. Right. Tell me, guys. So I'm not just the only one talking here, so it can be interactive as well, and I can hear from you. Um, I pretty much shared what I wanted to share about the topic, so feel free to um, share with me about you. And absolutely, everything happened for a reason. I agree. I'm actually enjoying my present. Okay, I like that. Explain that, please. My present. Guys, you know that you can come on the live. If somebody want to talk with me and come and jump in to the live, you feel free to come and chat with me. I have a link here. And if you want to come and on the live and chat and talk instead of typing, feel free to do it. Okay. I like that. I'm actually enjoying my present. Yes. For what I understand by that is for us is like, okay, I'm not traveling anymore. So what am I going to do? Right. I have that book, guys, that I wanted to share with you. It's in French though. It's Le Voyage de Pénélope. I took that book. A lot of my books, by the way, I get them in hostels when I travel. I think I got this one is it in Namibia? I don't know. I don't know where it was where I took this one. This one is Le Voyage de Pénélope is actually a lady that's going in a crossroad in her life. She's 30 and she doesn't know which way to turn. You know, she just broke up from a long term relationship and she doesn't know what to do. So, Le Voyage de Pénélope, which means the travel of Pénélope, is actually a travel inside herself, you know, a journey within herself to figure out what she was going to do next, etc. And I just found that book in my, you know, on my shelf there. I haven't read it, by the way. I just took it and I thought I would read it, and I hadn't. And this book really is something that fall into, you know, what I'm going through right now. So I'm going to read it. So I thought I'll share with you. Maybe you'll be interested. Apparently, they translated it in many different books. I will share it in the not now, but later on. I will share the details of that book under the description. So if you want to look, I will find the version in English and I'll share that with you. So let me just go here. He calls it still planning my sabbatical, but I'm enjoying being in here and now I'm content. Exactly. I had to do that, Nicole. I had to accept that, okay, instead of law, yep, I was supposed to go. You saw my birthday where I went to London. You know, I went to London. I went to see Richmond upon Thames, which is a beautiful place in London. I went to see a show. It's my way to being here and being content and present. And I've also decided that every month to do something, you know, something small. It doesn't have to be taking a plane and going somewhere. Um, but I want to do something exceptional every month where I take a weekend or a few days. It could be just like a night in a hotel, okay, or visiting the next town, etc. But being happy and actually exploring the place I am and loving the place I live in. Because often we're trying to find happiness, joy, excitement outside of where we are, right? We try to go to Thailand, to Bali, to wherever. But sometimes when you explore where you are, I was amazed. Like I've been in England for 24, 26 years. I can't remember, guys, since 2001. And I've never been to Richmond, you know, and I was amazed by the place. It was so beautiful and just next door, right? Same as the retreat. The retreat was 1 hour from my house, not even 1 hour. So yes, sabbatical is one thing, but we can also enjoy being here, being present, and enjoying the place we are in. So let me just move to the next one. Yes, those popular saying have so much truth. Okay. I'm just adding a word there for you, sis. Uh, Hubby says hi. Say hi for me too. Nicola said, Jace, my whole life that was going smooth turned upside down during the pandemic. However, I'm accepting and being present with my journey. I love that. I'm sorry that your life went upside down, and being present and accepting what is so very important, and not panicking and not trying to, you know, want what you can't control, right? To the pandemic, sorry, none of us can control it. I got stuck in Africa and my family was here in the pandemic, when we didn't know what was happening, when we saw billions, was it billions, millions maybe, of people dying, etc. And it was so scary. And I was alone in Africa, and my entire family, my husband, my kid, were in the UK. And I was so frightened because I'm like, if we're gonna die, please let me go die with my family, right? Because it was at that time when we didn't know what was happening with the pandemic. It was so frightening for all of us. And yeah, so it's great when you can actually accept that, well, it is what it is. You can't control it, and what can you do to accept where you are at and make it enjoyable, make it pleasant, being present, staying in the present moment, and not living in, what if, or in the future or in the past. So Nicola agrees with you. Mary says, I think when things things doesn't work, we have to go back. Being self-employed, I have to go back to working under a contract, but it is okay. I wonder if it is going back or perhaps just a different path. That's a very good question, Mary, actually. Yeah. For me, when it comes to France, it's going back to original plan, and it made me think of, the first thing that you have in mind is the truth. Like, the first thought that come in your mind is your truth. It's not the one where you put your intellect and you're trying to analyze, etc., right? The first thing when we came in the UK was, for me, that we need to go back to France when we're 50, because in France they take care of elder, not not that at 50 you elder, right? But they take care of people. They take care, when you're 50, you have a whole, um they do a whole check. They really take care of people in France when it comes to health. In the UK, it's getting better, but I would feel more comfortable in France anyway. And as I say, there's more than that today. I want to be closer to family. But when you say I have to go back to, or is it a different path? It could also be a different path, Mary. Sometimes we have to pivot. How many times do we put pivot in life, right? I didn't want to be working today. Same, I'm back working. Even if I'm a contractor, I'm still, the money that I earn still depend on somebody paying me, right? I didn't want to. I thought by 50 I'd be retired and living off my investment, etc. It's not the case. At some point, the same, I had to go back and find a job. My husband was also a contractor. He had his own company for a very long time, but he had to go back to working for a company, although he didn't want that anymore at all. Sometime, you know, there's something that we want, and then life brings something else, and we just have to accept and, take the different path. And there's a reason, certainly, that we are on that path. We don't know the outcome and what's coming with whatever path we're taking, right? But it may be just the necessary path that we needed at that time. So I don't know if I make sense, Mary, but um, exactly. Going back to work, I think a lot of us have done that. A lot of us want to be uh, uh, how do you call it, entrepreneurs. A lot of us on YouTube, right, want to have YouTube as a way to have a side hustle. Or I would love, I have to be honest, to be a full-time content creator, because I love this, connecting with you guys, being on YouTube, etc. I love that. I would love to have that as my job. But until then, what, I have to take a different path, which means working with someone else until, you know the what I want to do actually comes to realization. Tiffany said, my time in the UK expired. An important realization. Yeah, that's something that I said earlier, guys. I'm sorry I'm late at reading you. Yeah, I've been in the UK for 24 years. You know, I've uh, I've always had that sensation like I love this country. Don't get me wrong. I love the UK. It's the country where I felt the most free to live just as a human being, just as me, Jays. I don't live as that African lady with gray hair or whatever. I live as Jays. The UK is really good at that too, giving opportunities to people. I had contract jobs that I had here that I could never had in France. You know, so but I feel that whatever I needed to learn and take from the UK, I've learned it. I've I don't have any more. um I don't have any more in the UK that I can learn from. We always learn, but I feel like my time has expired in here. I need to move on. I just feel that in my soul. I feel like I need to move on to go elsewhere. But the truth of that was also, I've told you several times that I'm ready to move back to Africa. And by the way, when I talk about moving back to France, what you need to understand, the nuance there is that France, I'm moving to France as being my base. The UK has been my base for 24 years. Yeah. Now I want to go back to France and have France as my base, meaning that when I'm not traveling, if I'm not in Africa, the place I'm returning back to is France. So even when moving back to France, my plan to move back to Africa is still there. Only the UK, the France, sorry, will now become the base. Will be where the family home. Like when the kids are tired to be in the UK or they want to have a break, they come back to our family home in France. That's why that's why and the trois. That's what I mean by moving back to France. Nicole said, yes, I'm taking Spanish classes, dance classes, and exploring cafes, doing everything I see myself doing on a sabbatical. I love this, sis. Guys, I'm going to share a plan with you now. Nicole is bringing so many beautiful ideas in my head. I had a plan, a series on my channel, and let me know if you would be interested in something like that. I started searching on Skyscanner, all of that, because a lot of the people watching my channel are often telling me, the people of our age, midlifers, oh, I would love to travel, but I can't afford it. I would love to go. I would love to. A lot of people see traveling as something that is so difficult or just for certain people, or I don't have so much money. But as I say, I make it a priority. I wanted to create a series where I go on Skyscanner. I started on Explorer, Google Flight, and find a trip that I do every month or every 2 months to go somewhere with a small budget. Within the UK, maybe 100 or 150 pounds. Outside of the UK, still in Europe, around 250 pounds. Just to show that you can travel if you plan well, budget well, you can really travel with a small budget. It's another series that I wanted to. It was my way to do what you're doing, Nicole, taking a Spanish lesson, but instead I wanted to do small trips. Like I've been here in the UK, but I've never been to Ireland. You know, I've never been to either of the country, Ireland, and what's the other one? The Republic of Ireland, and the other one, the Belfast and Dublin. I've never been there. So before leaving the UK, I would love to visit these places. I've been to Scotland, but not long enough. So I would like to do those small trips, and it doesn't take a lot. With £100 in the UK with the low carrier like Ryanair, you can find flight at £20. Go somewhere for a night or two, visit a city, and come back. This will be my way of, uh, you know, staying here, maybe not on my sabbatical, but still exploring around me, you know. So that's something that I want to bring on the channel. Let me know if you'd be interested in something like that. Spanish speaking meetup locals, etc. I tried, Nicole, this one, but I was afraid. I tried once a while back because now the Spanish people and they start talking and I'm lost. I can't, and then I can't follow up. And I didn't, but I know that your Spanish is already very good. And yeah, that's a great way as well to go to meet local meetup. I used to do that, the meetup, but I haven't done it for a very, very long time. Uh, that's okay, Mary. I got that. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Uh, I hear you. Thank you. Let me go to the message. Marie, also, I realized that even when we go back, we are different. We are not the same person. So it's still a progress 100%. That's so profound. What you're just saying is true. Because whatever's true today, right? At me, just 52 today, it was not the same. I was not the same person. We always evolve, right? We always grow, always learn, always pivot. Our belief system evolve as well. So even when we go back, it's different. It's so true. Even when we go back, it's still a different way of doing things, right? I went back to work with as a contractor for a company, but I really choose my hours. Like I could be working right now nonstop because there are always hours that you can't try to make more money. But I now choose the way I work, when I work, and I prioritize what I want. So I went back with a different mindset. I remember me and that same in that same type of job 5 years ago. I was working 40, 60 hours, I was doing 12 hours per day. But today it's different because I'm a different person. So I want different things. So true, even going back, we're different. So it's not exactly the same. I love that. So it's still progress. That is so nice. I know, right? So well said. That's why you guys need to participate. No one wanted to come on live with me. So at least share in the comment your ideas. That is great. That's great. Love that idea. Chef Zed stay. I always believe that taking a step in life or changing environment is always not easy, but it's always worth in the end. It is just a matter of time. Absolutely. This is why we say that when things happen for a reason, because, it may not have been your choice. And, things are changing. Life is always changing and evolving, right? What's not for you is not for you. And at the end, we always find out that, okay, this maybe did not work, but it was not meant for us. Because at the end of the day, the plan that we are on now is better than what we thought. And to be honest with you today, although I was already envisioning myself up north and everything, we had so many plans, I'm so happy I'm more happy today with the place I am right now. I'm happy to go back to that plan, to go back to France. I'm excited. We were talking with my daughter earlier about finding a house in a small village in France, going to order our baguette. I love la boulangerie. Boulangerie in France is the bakery. When you go, there's boulangerie everywhere. You go to get your hot baguette with your butter and some croissant, etc. You know, it- it's got us so excited to go back to France and experiencing the thing that I know France is a beautiful country and has a beautiful culture when it comes to the quality of life. I think French people are very prone to, not prone to, I don't know the word I'm trying to use here. I remember when I was working and growing up in France, is French people on Friday afternoon, a lot of them have like a secondary home. They used to go to the countryside to stay with family, and I had a lot of friends, and I used to go to their family home, etc., where they really spend hours as a family. You have meals that would last for 4 hours. At lunch you there, 4 hours later you still at the top at the table chatting, talking, just enjoying life. And I want that, and I want my kid to experience that as well. So yeah, thank you. Please do it. I know you'll come with me. Amy, I'm expecting you to come with me and we both be in France. Great idea. I'd love to try something similar. I've lost you guys because I'm so late into replying to the messages that I lost what we were talking about then. Right, that, yeah, and sometimes we just need this type of discussion together. I know exactly. It's I'm not saying anything new here that you guys don't know, but I think it's just important to talk. When I saw Nicole's video about the sabbatical, and I've watched the video, that video resonated so much with me. It gave me somehow permission. It's okay. I'm not on a sabbatical, but it's okay to also just be present, being happy and accepting where you are, and find ways to enjoy your life right now where you are until you can go to that sabbatical. You don't have to be here waiting for the sabbatical to happen. You can still enjoy life, right? And it's through talking, sharing, etc. I see you, Caitlin. Hi, friend. Uh, YOLO solo with Nene. Hey, I see you there. Uh, Nicola, sorry, Nicole and Nicola, you guys are confusing me. I am accepting my time here in Italy, learned a lot, picked up Italian. That is amazing. It's a skill, isn't it? And taking a slower path. But I know I will eventually move back to Malaysia. Wow. Yeah, I wish that for you. And when you go to Malaysia, please tell us, Nicola. We'll come and see you. And in the meantime, you're just going to continue showing us, sorry, beautiful Italian dishes as well on your channel, right? So yeah, and picking up Italian, it's a hard one. I try to learn Italian. So well done on that. Uh, Mary say, Nicole, you are right. We are not the same person today as we were yesterday. Absolutely, guys. Hey, Kathleen. Hi, friend. I'm good. I'm good. I'm so happy to have you here, Kathleen. And we're talking about, when life doesn't go to plan, and you know something about it. Kathleen has shared also a lot about on the channel how her life has pivoted. A big deal. So yeah. Amy says, what about Spain in August, Madrid or Barcelona? I'd love to. I would love to. You're gonna be there, right? I'm gonna be here in August. I'm not traveling, so yes, definitely. Whether it's Madrid or Barcelona, I've been to both of them, and I'd love to visit, because the last time I was in Spain, guys, is like over 20 years ago. That's crazy. As I've been there a long, long time ago. I haven't been back to Spain. I've been busy traveling the rest of the world. Um, hey, YOLO solo with Nene. I love your name. That's so nice. So you are a solo traveler. Um, let's see. Nicola recipe. I'm in Malaysia currently. Oh wow, guys, you guys need to connect. That's so cool. Home is where you feel it in your veins, not where you live, but where your soul settles. 100%. Guys, I lived in Bahrain, and the first time I arrived in Bahrain, because we were living in the UK for a while, and I felt like I told my husband, I feel that we're not advancing anymore. Like we need to, because I need to move all the time. I need to find a reason to move. So I was telling my husband, like, can you find if there's a way that you can find a job somewhere that we can become expat? And I was searching also on my side, and we both got a job in Bahrain. And when we arrived in Bahrain, it was very bizarre because I never lived in a Muslim country. So, all the women wearing abaya in black, the men with that white gown, etc. And it was so strange at the beginning, to adapt, etc. It was the best time of my life, even for my kids. Today, it's my home. I met my best friend, one of my best friends, that she passed away now. Um, Rest in peace, but today, Bahrain stays a place that's near my heart, and it's true. You, for me, honestly, I could go anywhere, if your heart is there, if your family or your husband, your heart is wherever life, sorry, is wherever your heart is. Your home is wherever your heart is. And for me, because I moved so early from Gabon, Africa, moved to Switzerland, to France. Although I want to go back to Africa because that's where my husband is from, in Cameroon, I don't have a place really. I could go anywhere in the world and I'm still happy to be wherever. I'm still comfortable to be wherever because I don't have that attachment so much for a specific place. I could move anywhere in Africa and I'd be happy, right? I don't have a specific place that, oh, I'm there. I'm like, oh, I have to move back to Gabon because that's where I was born. Because in Cameroon, that's where my husband is. That's where we built. That's where we created community, friendship. That's home for me now. Yeah, definitely. So you guys are saying hi to each other. Are you there on visit or living there? Okay, I think Nicola is asking the question to Yolo in Malaysia, who's in Malaysia. Uh, Back to basics. Yeah. The back to basics is, I think the more we grow, um, y- Tiffany, I don't know if that's what you meant. For me, the back to basics is the more I'm getting older, the less I want to have not only things, like I don't try to clutter my life with a lot of things, whether it's relationship, whether it's whatever. I really try to simplify my life as much as I can. I feel more comfortable in having a more simplified life. And this is why going back to Africa is the more back to basic that you can have. In Africa, you cannot again find yourself in a village where there's no electricity, there's no water. It doesn't mean that we don't want comfort. Comfort is there. You can have water and electricity if you want to, but you kind of go back to, I don't know. And I enjoy that. I enjoy that, going back and not having any distraction but just nature there. Okay. And your distraction is talking to other people. What we don't do so much now, right? We always on our phones, computers, etc. But when you're there, having fun, entertaining yourself is sitting all around, maybe a fire, and you just talking. You have those old ladies telling you stories, etc. And it's something unique. It's something that we need to go back to. And I want to take my kids to have them like a detox from computer and all of that. Who's talking? The YouTuber who's always connected as well, right? I love it here, but I'm only here for a few more months. Okay, okay. That's nice. That's nice. Never been to Malaysia. I'd love to visit. My husband I have been, but I'd love to visit. Country living is a very different experience. It is. It's so different. Even where I am here, I always say I'm sitting and I have so much trees looking at me because I'm in the conservatory, the store. What's the name? The sunroom. Sorry, the way American calls it. And I have greenery, and that's why I choose that room because I can sit here and be outside. Right? I just see trees on the front of me, and that's country house for me. Not hearing the sound of either the ambulance or police or the cars or all the noise that around us all the time. Country living is a slower pace of living, and that's why I'm more yearning for. That's what I want more for my life, like having a more peaceful life. Not be so stressed about everything. um, and I said before, why do I want that guest house? Because I want a place where I can gather with friends. And this friend, the guests that are coming, you know, um, it would be to be able to sit with people and to enjoy conversation, them talking about, the life story, what brought them sorry, to Cameroon, etc. Right? It's a different way. It's a different way. It's sorry guys. It's really like going back to basic. Let me just have a sip of my cold tea. Very similar in Spain. The long lunches very family oriented. Exactly. There's places where you go in France. I haven't lived in France for 20 years, guys. Um, but it's like in France, usually at some time, if you come at 12, between 12 and 4 and 2, it's closed. I remember lunch in the UK. Lunch is sandwiches because I work in oh so many different places. I work in a warehouse when I just arrived and didn't speak a word of English, and so the lunch here has always been sandwiches, you know, and it's, I don't know, you have half an hour, sometimes 1 hour for lunch. In France, I remember we went to the cafe, the bistro, where we had a proper meal in lunch always. Sometimes we have a jambon baguette, like a, a ham sandwich, but we sat in, on the table and we had our meal. And it's very important in France. You don't just have a sandwich that you're eating quickly. No, you're really taking that time, and that's what countryside means for me. And yeah, I can understand that in Spain is the same. It's a very family oriented, yeah, or village. Yes, exactly. uh Nicola says Malaysia is indeed amazing. I hope you love it there. I'll be going back for a while in October. Oh, that is so cool. So, right, when you say a while, that's nice. Nicola, I'm already preparing in my head, like, Nicola, actually, can I come and see you? Yeah, in October. I'm always in a planning mode, always trying to go somewhere. Okay. Uh, Yolo say, I do. I'm in Kuala Lumpur and it's perfect for me. Nice. Nice. I'm from Kuala Lumpur. I hope it's Kuala Lumpur that I'm reading right. My home is in Mont Chiara. I'm gonna type it to find it, Nicola. Okay, that's nice. Uh, do you take videos, Yolo? You guys need to connect. Yolo, do you have a channel? Small world. I stayed there for a month. Wow. It's incredible what we find, how we find sis, we out here. Hey sis, how are you? Hi there. You just popped up on my feed as I was posting my last YouTube video. Hey, thank you. I'm happy to have you here, sis. I got to check you out later, because you do all that has to do with cruising. If I'm not mistaken, please don't be mad if I said something silly. Kathleen said, yes, it is so important to be content where you are while you replan your new destination in life. Exactly. Being content, being present, being happy with what is. And I have that habit now is when I start going, oh, but what if it, I'm like, okay, breathe, you're here. At that second, you're fine. All is well. You're here talking to friends. Okay. So no need to try to go and try to see what's happening in the future. Leave the future, it will take care of itself. What's happening right now? And right now, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm having a great time. So yeah, definitely. Nicole Recipe, do you also teach Malaysian cooking? You should go check her channel, Amy. Nicola has an amazing channel where she shares as well all type of cooking. I would say Italian and Asian. I'm just trying to not say something silly, okay? But yes, you check her channel and you will see she has beautiful, easy recipes to follow, and she has that soft voice, So yeah, I love your skin. Thank you, sis. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, Sam. Hi. Oh my goodness, my friends are here. Hey, Sam. Nice to have you here, sis. Nicola say, I just started this cooking 2 months. I'll be share way more. I will share way more. I have Asian dishes too. Yes, yes, you do on your channel. Yeah, and more coming up. Yes. And I moved to Alicante, Spain. Love it. Barcelona was very nice, but too busy for me. Yes. Like, I'm not a big city person at all. Like, I can't. I was in London for 3 months. When I arrived in the UK, I got depressed. I had to move in the countryside, not in the countryside, but in a suburb. Yeah, Alicante. I heard, but I don't know much about Alicante. It must be a nice place. So I'm wrong about what you're sharing on your channel. Sorry, I have to go and check. Um, Absolutely. Okay. So I love to be anywhere people are speaking other languages. Yes. I love to pick up, and I was very surprised with my kid when I used to travel with them. They will go anywhere and pick up the language, even if it's just a few words. Like when we went to Thailand, like, I don't know, a few years back, and they could already like have like small conversations, and it's amazing to listen to other languages and other culture. Definitely. Me, Spanish, I don't know, I must have been Spanish in another you know uh life, because I love the Spanish language. I love the sound of it. So my one of my life goal is to speak Spanish. um Caitlin say, I just want to say, Jazz, you have such a wonderful personality, Jazz. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Don't make me cry on live here. Thank you very much. That's so sweet. Tiffany said, exactly, simplifying life. Aren't we all, guys? I mean, a lot of us are midlifer. Everyone that I see here, most of us are midlifers. And we've done so much in life, the grinding, when our kids are small, trying to fight to get them the best school, the best grade, the that and that and that. We tried, right? The rat race. When you start in life, when you're 30, that you're establishing your life. Coming at 50, I'm like, enough. I've done all of this, right? And I'm just happy to scale back and come back to a simple life. Guys, my ideal life in a village with a plantation where my food, I had, I'm trying to find the word in English now. I have my own food. I'm self-sufficient, you know, and that's, I don't know, something very, very, very simple, simple. Um, and yeah, yeah, sounds magical. Yes. Uh, Nicole says, yes, simple life. I love visiting countries where people don't have unlimited unlimited data and Wi-Fi because nobody is on their phone. That is so very true. There's one thing that when I'm here, I can talk and be online and doing YouTube the way I'm doing YouTube. Once I'm in Cameroon, I forget about my phone. The thing is, internet is not unlimited, so you need to save your data for something specific. You are rarely on the phone. You're rarely watching YouTube or doing anything like that because you can't. Internet is not limited. So yeah, so you have to be more present. You're not on your phone. You have to be with people, you have to communicate with people, right? Whereas here, I may be downstairs and send a message to my daughter who is on the first floor, is like to communicate with her instead of me going upstairs and talk to her, right? So yeah, definitely, I like that too. Caitlin say, I understand where we have been working on decluttering on cluttering. My goodness, no, been working on decluttering our life physically, and I am making sure that I only allow a small amount of people in my life. Amen to that. That's something that I've been doing for years, because decluttering is not just about the things, the possession. That is a big deal. Okay, we need to get rid of all the I was going to swear, all the crap that we have in our house. But there's also people that are meant to be in our lives. The people that drain our energy. These people need to get rid. For me, even family member are cut off my life, because the family member that when the phone ring and you see the name, you almost have a heart attack, because you know that phone call is only trouble. That phone call only comes with problems, right? I've decided to love these people at a distance and to cut them off my life for my own peace, my own sanity, to be able to be, yeah. That's something that I do very easily today. I used to be a people pleaser. Still recovering though, where, I so wanted to help people that I would let people, family, and all eat my life away. Just, whether it's the problem or there's some people that like to live in drama, you know, and for me, it's something that I can't deal with today. Um, so definitely, that's a part of decluttering as well. Cleaning up, friend, family, etc. People who don't serve you anymore. I mean, don't serve you. You get what I'm trying to say, guys. Um, yes, I love Alicante for the that reason as well. More village experience, simple life, very family oriented, so welcoming. Really, that I didn't know. I know the name Alicante. I've seen people going to Alicante, but I never dive deep to understand what that city was about. That's very interesting. I'm gonna have to look, check that, because that's definitely something I'm into, like looking for a place where it's, you know, more laid back, and yeah, cool, cool. I'm happy that you're enjoying that, your time there. Uh, Caitlin say, I love hearing you talk jazz. I'm going to go have my quiet time. Much love, and I will catch you up later. Thank you so much for being here, friend. And yeah, I enjoy also spending time with you. And go have your quiet time. It's a Sunday today, so yeah, no problem at all. And talk to you soon. Lol, the ham and cheese sandwich. I know it's a specific one in France. The jambon beurre. We call it jambon beurre, ou jambon beurre fromage. It's like jambon is ham, beurre, butter, fromage, cheese, right? It's one of those specific sandwich that you have, the staple sandwich in France. And when you're not having like a meal or anything else, you have that jambon beurre, that's some ham sandwich. But you still sit to enjoy it. It's another experience. Sometimes they put like I forgot the name in English. Cornichon. Cornichon is like the green pickle. That's a bit sour when you put it in it's sour. It's a whole experience. You see, just talking about that, that's what I want to go back in France. In UK, you eat food. It's silly what I'm saying, but like when I'm talking about enjoying food in the UK, I don't have that. When I'm talking about the way we were like sharing a meal in France, it's completely different. It's a whole experience. In the UK is you having a meal, you eating your meal, right? It's not associated with socializing with friend, etc. It's different. Even if you're all sitting outside in a bunch somewhere sharing a sandwich, it's still not. It's still rushed, right? Uh, you're not in the present moment. In France, you having that meal, you're having that meal. You test that sandwich, you test that wine. It's something else, guys. You see, I'm getting so excited just thinking about that. I had the best sandwich in a small village in France. Just a baguette, butter, and jam. Not jam, ham. What am I saying? Ham. That's what I'm talking about. And in France, we also have the le pain de campagne is like that hard bread, the countryside bread. There's so many different. Oh, look, yeah, having a sandwich in France is an experience. So yeah, uh, well said. Simplicity is what we crave for. Absolutely, Nicola. Yeah, definitely. Indeed, Jazz, I live with abundant nature. Yes. Nature is something, guys. Um, there's something else as well that I love. It's being around water, you know, like there's something with just walking by a beach that will just everything, whatever you had in mind will just go off. nature, water, nature anyway, what, right? Because water is also part of nature. So, yeah. Mary say, I'm actually listening. So interesting, everyone. So, how are you doing with your thumbnail, Mary? Are you done with it? Nicole, that's funny. Okay, Nicole. Okay. Did I miss something? I think I'm late. All right, guys, I'm just quickly going to your messages. 100% we all agree that we want a soft life. Amazing. Mary saying, I have a friend who lives in Alicante. Beautiful beaches, very English. Yeah. Um, sis, we out here. Please, can you remind us of your name? I'm bad. I'm bad with names. Don't be mad with me. I'm bad with names. Because Mary also lives in Spain. So that's cool. And yeah, have you been to Alicante, Mary? So I'm salivating here, Jazz. I know, right? I know, even myself. When I think, guys, last time in June last year, I went to my nephew's wedding in France. Lord Jesus. We went to a restaurant. He took us to a restaurant and I had lasagne. What's lasagne? It's simple, right? Gosh. Guys, I was about at the end take that plate and lick the plate. It was so good. My daughter and I had the same thing. You know, French people cook with the butter, a lot of butter, things like that. But I eat lasagne sometime in the UK, and I ate lasagne in many places in the pub and all of that. But in France, oh my goodness, it was an experience. My daughter and I were looking at ourselves. We took the bread. We had to take the bread. We had like a small nephew that was there that was two. He's not eating a lot. He has still a bread because there was sauce inside the plate. You know, you're not being so fancy anymore at the time. We wanted to lick that plate, took the bread, and we cleaned that because it was so good. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I said I'm a foodie, right? Myself, I'm hungry now. I'm salivating. I know. Oh my goodness. Water is so cleansing. It is. It is. That's why I love Mary when you do those meditation with rain. Oh my God. I love them. As it was so hot in the UK, just sleeping with your meditation on, with the rain, the sound of water is something else. And the sight when you see water is something that is so cleansing. Definitely. I've uploaded a video, finished the thumbnail. Well done, you. Well done, you. Well, guys, thank you so much because that's my video that I'm uploading right now. I love lives. You know, that's a video done, right? No editing. The thumbnail was done already. So, yeah. Um, right. Let me see. Uh, freedom is in general will be lovely. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Let me just read. I feel like I have something in my teeth, guys. Sorry. We are between friends, right? Suddenly I was like, I ate something before. I'm like, do I have something on my teeth? Sorry. Yes, Dinia and a couple of other places. Okay, cool. So you've been to Alicante. Oh, hi, Mary. My name is Miriam. Hey, Miriam. Sorry, I'm pronouncing it in French, certainly. Mariam, forgive me. Uh, you may know me by my other channel. Miriam's mindset. All right. Okay. Anyway, I will check you out later, but I know you. I know your channel and I've been there. Just I don't remember. My brain. Right. Love this channel name. I know, right? I know. Mary, I will check you out on your channel. Yeah, Mary has an amazing channel. All of us, by the way, guys, I say that at all the lives. We all have amazing channels. And if we all here together, it's because we somehow have something in common, right? We are like minded. So feel free to check each other's out and see if there's something that you can take. I know that from everyone here, you know, that I'm subscribed to or on that live are people that I really truly enjoy watching. I love your live. I may have to invest in StreamYard so I can start doing live. You don't need to invest anything, sis. It's free. There's nothing to invest. Can you see the power by StreamYard? The I don't know if it's a duck on here. There, it's free. If you want that remove, you pay. But if you just want to use it the way I do, it's completely free. Even everything that I put on the screen comes with the free one. So there's no investment. You just have to download it. It's very easy to use. And yeah, so I would love to, yeah, do live. I'd love to come and chat with you. No problem. Or, to come and listen to your lives and be there. That'd be great. It's completely free. Yeah, it is free, completely free. Good to know. Yeah. Miriam say, yes, I have StreamYard also only used it once so far. I need to start using it more. You should, yeah. Lives are a great thing. And you have two channels. Having two channels is tough, right? And for me, live is a kind of way where not only it's an amazing way to communicate and exchange and engage with your audience and friends, and it's a way where it's a stress-free way to create content without having to edit. So I really enjoy lives. I just can't do more than once a week because it takes a lot of energy to do a live when you're introverted. But otherwise, yeah, maybe I'll be pushing for two lives a week at some point. But for now, one is okay. I mean, I have one with friends, but that's different. I'm not alone. I'm doing a live every morning now with some friend, with Mary, Pernia, some of the ladies that were here. True. I was just checking Nicole's channel and we'll watch after this. Nicole is amazing. She's a nurse, by the way. She's a practitioner. I don't know how to explain that. Anyway, she's a practitioner nurse. Is that how you say it? She's a nurse. She gives you a lot of insight about health. She talks about her own experience. She show you how, often when I watch her, it's like, yeah, that she teach me a lot about your body, about perimenopause, about life in general as a midlifer, right? She has an amazing channel. I truly, truly enjoy watching her. Every time I go watch her channel, I come back with something, I learned something. So yeah. Thank you. Hope you enjoy. She will enjoy, I'm sure. Look at me. I know I will. I know you will. I'm telling you that you will because she has such an amazing channel. All of you here. Nurse practitioner. Yeah, because I have trouble pronouncing practitioner. Uh, Doctor of nursing practice. Confusing, right? No, it's not confusing. It's just like sometimes my pronunciation, I have issue pronouncing some words. So, yeah. Guys, that was so nice. Oh my goodness. I think I've gone through everything that I wanted to share here. So I want to put that back because I love this. I love that. That's Stephanie who gave me that. When we make plans, God laugh. Guys, when I have something, I get like a over obsessive with something. When I find something that I enjoy so much, I did love that. When we make plans, God laugh. Whether you believe in God or not, God, universe, whoever you believe in, right? Uh, it's so good, because true, you can make all the plan that you want, expect the unexpected. And that's what we're going through. And I'm so happy that um life didn't work the way I thought it would go, right? So many things didn't work the way it should have been going, but I'm happy to where it's going. I'm so happy to go back to France. I'm really, really happy to go back to connect with family that I haven't connected with for a long time. I have nephews that I haven't seen for 10 years, you know, for 10 years. So I really want to go back close to family and all of that. So, oh my goodness, look at who's here. Hey, Mimi, I'm always happy to see you. I think I caught you at the tail end, but I wanted to stop by and say hi. Thank you so much for stepping by. I'm so happy to have you here. You know, Mimi is a voyageur, a traveler. I love how she name us, a channel. Um, I forgot if you are in Malaysia or in. I keep forgetting. Mimi, where are you right now? I keep forgetting where you are. Um, Thank you, Jazz, and everyone. I love this live. Me too. Yeah, we're gonna go say goodbye soon. Uh, so everybody can go back and be present with their family, with their Sunday. Absolutely, God's plan are the final say. I love that, Chef Zed. Chef Zed, can you give me back your name, please? Remind me your name. I keep calling you Chef Zed because I'm bad with name. I promise you, by the 10 times, Vietnam, exactly. Vietnam right now. I keep forgetting. Mimi, you are an amazing young woman, in Vietnam. So what next? Are you going to be there for a while? Oh no, I get back to that. I think I forgot something. Yeah. Hello, beautiful Nicole. I hope you are doing wonderful. Yes. Nicole, thanks, beautiful. Sending you hugs. Hope you are enjoying Vietnam. Yeah, me too. I do hope you enjoy Vietnam. Guys, I'm cooking here because I have these lights next to me. It's so hot. So I think it's time for us to say goodbye to each other. It was so nice spending that time with you today. Uh, Zainab, my name, I'm Zainab, and my name is Chef Z Kitchen. Yeah, your channel name I know, but I always forget your name, and I'm sure I haven't even pronounced it well. So forgive me. When I go to your channel, I'll hear how you pronounce your name again. So that's another chef as well. Chef Z is in Africa. In which country in Africa you are already? I'm sure you are in Africa. I leave on July 19, 29th, which will make a total of 87 days here. Then I'm off to Singapore for a few days before heading to Thailand. Girl, can I come in your luggage, please? Oh my God. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And keep showing us those lives, where you're just walking to places where you go and sharing a little bit of what you're doing. That's so amazing. Thanks, Jazz. Love this live. Thank you so much as well. In Ghana, oh, I love Ghana. I've been to Ghana before, and I would love to return. And I will definitely be catching the replay. Thanks, Jav. Thank you, love. Thank you. And, safe travels. And yeah, always, always happy to hear something from you. Guys, we're going to say goodbye. I'm always conscious with time because it's Sunday today. And for me, it's important to also be present and be with my family on Sunday. Wah, wah. Um, so thank you so much. I love you all. Thank you for being here in the live with me. And just watch that space until I'm in France and we can share some baguette together, right? And who knows, maybe I'll do like a guest house plan in France too, where I invite a few of your friends so we can enjoy life in the countryside. I'm not just saying those things, by the way. I just enjoy. I would love to have some of you and meet you, around a good meal in France. Who knows? So, all right, guys, I love you all. Have an amazing Sunday, the rest of your Sunday, and then wherever you are, and then I will see you next week on Tea with Jase. Love you guys. Take care, and thank you very much for being here. Bye. Take care. Oh, would love to meet you in France. One day, darling. One day. Bye, Mary. Bye, Miriam. Bye, everyone. Take care. Bye, Sam. Bye, everyone. I'm just checking because there's a delay when you guys are typing. Bye, Stephanie. Bye, Amy. Bye, everyone that made it to the live and made it so amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to say goodbye now. Love you all and talk to you next week. Bye.